all signs, welcome to your reading for the period of July 22nd until July 28th. If this resonates with you, consider a personal reading. My email is on the page that you're viewing someplace. Just send me an email and we can go ahead and make that happen. We will start off with Cancer. Cancer, you all are holding on to something for dear life and you don't want to let go of it. And it's out of fear. Usually when the Four of Pentacles is in reverse, it's very fear-based. So it's holding on to something because you don't want to lose it. And you're holding on to it and it's just providing a shallow success or a shallow victory. Or usually there's greed associated with it, or shallow, or what have you. Again, fear-based is the important thing for that. But the thing is, what they're telling you is to let go of that and just manifest a new cycle. What you're doing and how you're going about doing things is not working for you, so it's best if you just let go and figure out, okay, what is a different cycle I want to manifest myself that doesn't have any fear in it, that isn't greed-based, that isn't based on shallow victories, and how can I make that happen? What are the tools and resources that I can draw upon to make that happen? And that's what they want you to focus on this week. Leo, you all are standing up for yourself, very adamant about something. I believe it's in regards to a rebirth. We have the Death card here, which is a card of Scorpio, if that resonates. So you're definitely changing ways. You're letting something die and you're starting something new. And there's opposition in regards to that. So you're standing on your hill and you're defending your stance or your cause or your relationship or what have you. And even though these people are not agreeing and trying to knock you off of your hill, it is a hill that you're planning on dying on. So I see you very adamant and very determined this week to stand up and be a voice for yourself in regards to something that you feel very strongly about. Virgos, a lot of communication going on for you guys this week. A lot of emails, a lot of texts, might be talking to somebody. If it's not that, things are moving forward very quickly this way. And what it's bringing about is a lot of growth. We have the Empress card here. For me, that's a card of abundance. Anything she touches grows, and that's what I feel like is going on. So in this networking, in this talking, these connections that you're making, you can plan on what coming out of it. Ideas sprouting, things being very, very abundant, being very successful. Libra, you all are manifesting a new cycle this week for yourselves. You're kind of taking whatever your creative visions are, whatever you have in mind for the future, and you're trying to figure out how to kind of make that happen. And the thing is, you really aren't having anybody involved with it. You're being very objective and very logical. So you're making a very wise intellectual decision, and you're making sure to keep your emotions out of it so that you can have clarity when you decide to do this for yourself. So it is a new beginning. It's the card after the Fool. So you've already taken the risk, you're already in it, and now you're just kind of deciding how to go about and make it happen, okay? But I like that you're stepping outside of your heads this week in order to do it, and not really letting anybody standing in your way to kind of sway you with their opinions or their emotions or what have you. So I really like to see that. Scorpio, you guys are in a period of, the Four of Cups in reverse is often like a limbo for me. It's kind of hanging around, not letting anything happen. Not making anything happen, not being proactive, not being constructive. And while you're kind of doing this, waiting for someone to come to tell you what to do or what direction to go in or what you should do, you're missing a lot of opportunities in the meanwhile. And I'm seeing that one of the opportunities that is actually passing you up can possibly be a financial investment, building wealth, assets, an inheritance of some sort, some kind of financial opportunity that I feel like if you don't open your eyes to and see it, it's actually going to pass you by. So you want to be very hyper aware this week and not be too in your head or sit on your laurels for a little too long this week. Sagittarius, I feel like you have somebody in your perimeter who is very caring, who is very emotionally mature, possibly could want to have a relationship with you, could be an ideal partner, somebody that, you know, it would be great for you to have. But I see the Hierophant here in reverse. That's a card of Taurus, if that resonates. And I see you not wanting this. You might still want your freedom. You might not want to get tied down, no matter how wonderful this person is. You just don't want a relationship right now, or you don't want to be tied down. You want to do things differently, or you want to have a non-traditional relationship. And it could be the other way around, that you want something with somebody and they don't necessarily want to be committed in anything right now. They want to keep things very casual, very free-flowing, very friendly, or friends with benefity, or what have you. But the person is a really good person, or you're a good person. I feel like you can flip-flop, but I'm feeling mostly there's somebody in your perimeter that would be really good for you, and you just don't care to pursue it at this time for whatever reason. Capricorns, you all are a little bit emotional this week. I feel like you've run away emotions. They're getting the best of you. Be careful. You might be making emotional decisions in regards to something. But the good part is what I see is that at some point you get a handle on it. You kind of stop and say to yourself, okay, I'm not thinking right. My emotions are getting the best of me. I'm talking to people, letting my emotions guide me. You're letting it just take over too many parts of your life. So with the Judgment card here, I see you kind of looking at everything with clarity and kind of seeing what those emotional decisions and how your emotions guiding these decisions for you, or your actions or behavior or what have you, is really affecting your life. So I feel like you have clarity and you look at everything and you're kind of seeing how it affects things in a negative way. Actually, I feel like it's affecting you all negatively, and you're deciding to do something about it and go forward and just have a light bulb moment where I just can't keep on operating like this. I have to do something about this. What you do is entirely up to you, Capricorns. Aquarius, you all kind of want to be left alone. We have the Hermit card here, so that could be the card of Virgo. Or you could be associated with Virgo. What I'm getting is you just don't want to be bothered with anybody right now. You want to be left alone with your thoughts. You want to think things out. Maybe you have a little project you're working on and you don't want, a lot of people around you, which is strange because you guys are really social creatures. But I just feel like, and it can just be like some of this stuff you have going on, a lot of people don't get. So you don't really want to bring them into your inner circle. You just want to figure it out before you kind of bring people in. And I see that too with the King of Swords. Like, you just need to look at stuff without other people around, kind of clouding your thoughts. You need to have that clarity, that logic, that wisdom to figure out what kind of initiative you're going to kind of take. So I feel like this week, Aquarius, you guys are clearing your space so you can do what you need to do, however that resonates for you, since this is a general reading. Pisces, this is very interesting to me. I'm feeling this week, you feel left out. You got left out in the cold, or somebody left you out in the cold. I can't quite figure out what it is. To me, it's a duality. It can go either way. But I'm seeing whoever got left out in the cold, they're looking in on somebody, okay? So somebody got left out of something, or got left out in the cold, or got pushed out of something, and the person that got pushed out is looking in on the other person or the entity or the company or whatever through social media. They're putting curious eyes on them because they want to get information about them. So even though they've been shut out, they're trying to find out how to keep a pulse on somebody or something. So because they don't have access to the person or the company or the entity or what have you, so they're finding another way to kind of go around that so that they can find out their truth and keep eyes on somebody or something. Okay, that's what I have for you guys this week. Aries, you guys are going to have an awesome week. We have the Two of Cups here with the Knight of Wands. So it's going to be a very romantic week for you. You very possibly have met somebody who you see eye to eye with, very much want to have a relationship with. You guys have the same values. Things are very aligned in place, have a lot of things in common with this person. And not only that, you guys have a lot of passion, a lot of chemistry, and things are going to move forward very quickly, okay? So I see that for you all this week, which is awesome. Taurus, I'm feeling that you had high expectations in regards to anything, a person, a project, what have you. You really set the bar kind of high, and in doing so, I feel like it falls apart. We have the Tower card here. So I think it's a situation where you just kind of like, set your sights too high on something and kind of set yourself up for disappointment, and disappointment happened and it all ended up falling apart. Now, I will say there could be somebody involved in this that kind of caused this to fall apart, who could be somebody who is very narcissistic, very ego-driven. They're all about themselves. They could have very possibly been involved, but and that's what could have caused the downfall. But that's what I'm seeing for you all this week. Geminis, this is interesting to me. I feel like you all are coming out of something that was very traumatic, or you came out of a bad situation, crawled out of it. It's the card of like coming out of rock bottom and healing from something that is very traumatic. But then we have the Lover's card in reverse, which is your card. and I'm thinking it was you made a love decision. It was based on something that you should not have based it on. So either it was based on desire or something like that. And I feel like now you are kind of seeing, you're realizing why the trauma happened, why things happened the way that they did, and that you're going to make better choices in the future. Okay, so that's all I have for you guys this week. I will see you for your weekend report. Adios from Veronica Garnett. Bye.